Good morning everyone and Eid Mubarak. I'm so excited to be filming a get ready with me today. I'm running late. I need to be at my parents' house in less than an hour. They live like maybe 10 minutes away, so we'll see if we can do this. I asked you guys on Instagram to send me some questions. I wanted to make this kind of like a chatty video, but I'm just gonna answer like 10 of them. I've screenshotted like 10 of your questions. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm not gonna like mention any of the products that I'm using, but I will link below my current makeup routine and it's literally all the same products. I hope you guys had an amazing Eid. I know you guys are gonna see this after Eid. Our plans today are to go to my parents' house and just have a really nice brunch, like an Arabic style brunch, and dress up. My sisters are actually they're wearing jeans and like nice blouses, but I am just not fitting into any jeans right now. And even my maternity jeans are just not the most comfortable thing for me to wear. So I'm just gonna wear a maxi dress, mainly because it's the only thing that fits me. Another thing is that you might realize that I have a little bit of a different setup right now. I am kind of rearranging my dressing room. I don't have a space in my house for like a proper like desk space, like where I can put my desktop computer. I'm trying to rearrange this room so that I have space for my like office and dressing room in here. And I put my vanity in front of my window and the lighting is so much better here for makeup. I don't know why I never thought of this before. It is amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna answer some of y'all's questions. The first one is, tell us more about your parents, how they met and more. Love you and Eid Mubarak. Love you too and Eid Mubarak. I think a lot of people are asking about my parents right now because I just posted a picture of like a family picture of all of us for Eid. And everyone, I think that there are a bunch of new faces on like Instagram and YouTube actually, which I never really take into consideration. I just assume everybody already knows everything, which I don't know why I do that. But I also got some questions about whether I was a revert. So just for people who don't know me, my parents are both Muslim and I was born a Muslim. My dad is Palestinian and was born Muslim, and he moved to the US and met my mom, and she reverted a few years into their marriage, I think after having me. And then let me tell you guys the story of how they met. So my dad came to the US when he was 18 to go to college. He was originally from Kuwait, but he is Palestinian. So he came from Kuwait to the US, to this little town in Texas, to go to a engineering school here. And he never was truly passionate about engineering, but that was kind of what his dad wanted him to do. He went to engineering school and almost finished, and while he was going to school he met my mom working at a Mexican restaurant. He was a waiter and she was a hostess. Yeah, basically they met there and fell in love. Long story short, my dad decided that he didn't really want to do engineering. That wasn't like his passion, so he went back to finish a business degree and opened up his own restaurants, and they've been in the restaurant business ever since. So that's kind of their story. And then they had 4 kids, which is me, Amanda, Lauren, and Naeem. The genes just make us all look very different, but we're all real siblings. Hope that answers questions for anyone who's new. This is why I wear a towel on my head when I do my makeup or my skincare, because I literally just destroy it, and I would rather destroy a towel that I can bleach rather than a hijab that I spent a lot of money on. The next question is, what is your communication style during disagreements or differences? Any advice for us? Oh girl, my communication style when there is a disagreement or an argument or something is to just completely shut down. I just become like silent. I have no communication. I think that's one thing that Omar gets kind of frustrated with me about and has to drag out of me, is just to like explain what I'm feeling instead of just like internalizing everything. It's something I'm definitely working on, but that's just like kind of my personality. I just shut down completely. I will cry. I will be very like just sensitive and just within myself. So that's something I am working on, just being able to like really communicate what I'm feeling rather than just feeling. I don't know if I have any advice for you on that one. I'm still trying to work on that myself. Next question is, do you miss being a nurse? And honestly, there are days that I really do miss it, because looking back, I just remember like all the good times, and I absolutely loved being a part of one of the most memorable and important days of their lives, and just being a part of that process. It was just so meaningful. I loved being a labor and delivery nurse. But then I look back and remember like all the stressful times. I mean, being a nurse is something that I was so passionate about, but this job, just being like an online creator and just creating videos and just trying to inspire people, that is something that I have so much fun doing it. So I just can't see myself not doing that, and I just feel so blessed to have this as my job. Like, what? I have thought about if I ever needed to go back to nursing for some reason. I think I would probably go back and get my education in lactation consulting, because since being a labor and delivery nurse and having that experience, I would be able to go and take, I think it's like a year, or I don't know how long the course is to be a lactation consultant, but that way I'm not having to work 12-hour shifts in the hospital. I'll have like a little bit more flexibility, and I think I would still really enjoy that, because I'll still be around that environment with mom and baby and everything. Either that, or I would work in aesthetics and work in like a laser clinic or something, because that would be so much fun as well. Did your body hair grow again after laser hair removal because of your pregnancy? As many of you probably know, I've talked about it a few times, that I got laser hair removal on my legs and underarms. I did not get to finish my underarms, and I want to do the rest of my body, but my legs I pretty much finished. I think I might have needed like one more touch-up session, just because I have like a few hairs here and there, but it's literally nothing. Honestly, like so far, thankfully, I have not had any regrowth of hair. I asked the nurse who was doing my laser at Laser Away, I asked her about pregnancy and hormones and how much hair actually grows back and things like that, and she said that it can grow back a little bit, but it will never be like back to what it was originally. She said that if anything, women may have to come in for a few like touch-up sessions because they have like a couple patches that grew back or something, but it will never be as thick and coarse and dark like it was originally. So it's still worth it. I don't think it's like being put to waste or anything if you want to do laser hair removal prior to becoming pregnant. It's funny because like a couple weeks before I found out that I was pregnant, I made an appointment to finish off like the rest of my treatments for the rest of my body. I was like, I just want to do literally everything. And then I found out that I was pregnant and I had to cancel. And I was really, I mean, obviously I was so happy that I was pregnant. I could do laser hair removal whenever, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to deal with hair while I'm pregnant and shaving, and it's not gonna be as easy at the end. Wish I could have gotten it done. I'll make an appointment as soon as I deliver to go back to Laser Away. You guys are balancing on a shoebox, so you guys fell just a second ago, so hopefully this isn't too terribly different of an angle. The next question is, what is your most favorite quality about Omar? I think my favorite thing about him is that, okay, well, obviously I love everything about Omar, but I think one of my favorite things is that he's super just laid back, super patient, is not like super picky. He's just a really like laid back, easygoing guy. He's just so much, he just is so comforting to be around. And he's also super hardworking and is just so willing to help anyone that needs it. It doesn't matter. He is so reliable and will always be there for you, no matter who it is, but especially like his family and his friends and the people he really cares about. He's just such an amazing guy, mashallah. I love him. The next question is, how are you going to implement modesty with your daughter? So this is actually a really good question that I've gotten a couple of times, and I thought it was worth answering, because my beliefs on modesty are that it's everyone's personal choice. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, my own daughter or my sister or my mom or whatever. It's everyone's own personal relationship with God. My plan is to like teach her about the importance of modesty, teach her why God wants women to, or not just women, but everyone to be modest. But at the end of the day, if she chooses not to wear a headscarf, that is her own personal decision. And there are so many more important things in this life and in our religion than wearing a headscarf that I will support her with no matter what she wants to do. That's kind of my thoughts on that. Okay, this is a video that a lot of you guys have asked me to do. I don't know if I will do it because I don't have that many names, but it's names you love but won't be using for your baby. First of all, I am so picky with names. I either like love a name or I hate it. I don't have like a huge long list of names that I love, but there is one name for a girl that I really love that I probably would use, but Omar is so against it. He does not like this name for some reason, which I don't understand, but it's Celine. I think that is the most elegant, most beautiful name for a girl. Oh, I love that name. And then I also really love the name Noor for a boy. If we ever have a son, I don't think we will name him Noor, but I do really love that name for a boy because it could be used for a girl or a boy. And I think most people use it for a girl, but I really like it for a boy. The next question is, are you close with your brother the way you are with your sisters? And we are very close with our brother. We love our Naeem. He is just kind of in that age right now. He is 17 where he is out with his friends and he wants to, you know, he doesn't want to hang out at home with his sisters all the time. So we honestly don't get to see him as much as we see each other, but that's understandable. I mean, he's a boy and wants to be with his boys. So that may be why it seems like we're not as close with him, because he's, you know, not around as much, but we love our brother and we are all super close. Next question, I think a lot of people are asking about my family today because of the family picture I posted. So how do you maintain a close relationship with your sisters since you don't live together anymore? Honestly, I think I've mentioned this before, but I feel like we are closer than we have ever been. Like when we lived together, I think we kind of took each other for granted. You get in those little arguments, you know, you kind of get on each other's nerves. But then once you kind of are separated, you miss each other and you realize like what you had, and like they're my best friends. And it also helps that Lauren lives in my small town here with my parents, and Amanda is in Dallas, but we actually work together, so we're always in communication with each other, and we always see each other like literally every week. I feel so blessed to have them. They are my absolute best friends. I think I'm pretty much done. I just wanted to do like a simple, quick everyday makeup look. I have to hurry, get over to my parents' house. I feel really bad because I wanted to help them set up for the brunch, and I'm like over here doing my makeup and filming. The last question I wanted to answer is it hard being the only one in your family who wears hijab? Love you and excited for your baby. Thank you so much. It was harder for me in the beginning, I think, just because I am not the kind of person who likes to draw a lot of attention to myself in public. Like I'm just very like quiet, reserved type of person, and so like when I would be out with my family and I was wearing my scarf as a new hijabi, I just felt like everyone was staring at me and wondering things, and like it just felt like attention was on me. But now it's so like it feels just like part of me, and I don't even feel like I'm wearing it. And honestly, like the people who were staring at me before, like they weren't even staring. It was just me making stuff up in my head. I think I was just so paranoid. So it has gotten a lot better and easier, and it also helps a lot that my family's super supportive. They support me wearing my hijab, and it's like no big deal to them whatsoever. So I think that makes it a little bit easier. I hope that answers all of your questions. I hope I chose good ones. Kind of chose those all kind of in a hurry. Now I'm gonna go throw on a dress that I already had. You guys have already basically seen my entire wardrobe. I didn't like get anything new that I haven't already shown you guys. This dress that I'm wearing, I don't think I've worn it in a video, but I've shown it on Instagram before, and unfortunately I'm so sad it's sold out. But it's one of my favorite, just white, easy, it's like more of like an ivory color. It's like an ivory florally maxi dress. It's like so comfy, and like I said before, like nothing else fits me right now except for maxi dresses. So I'm gonna throw that on and we'll head to my parents. This is the dress. It's by a brand called Red Dress Boutique. I will try to link below some long sleeve maxi dresses that I love, because I know things like this are hard to find, so I'll try to search for you guys. But Red Dress Boutique does have some modest options a lot of times. I will link what I can find. But what do you guys think of my new setup? I am gonna film a video next week about like all of my home decor updates and plans and things like that. But I really love this background for my like try-ons. I think this is so pretty, and I'm just really excited about it. And then this is the chiffon hijab in blush by Hot Hijab, and then I'm wearing some Valentino sandals. Speaking of my Valentino sandals, I have a dupe for you guys by Steve Madden that I absolutely love. So many people love these shoes. They are like one of their top sellers, and they are so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I love how it has like just kind of like the 3 cross straps like that. It's really flattering on the foot, and then it wraps around the ankle, and the studs are really good quality, really nice and shiny. It has a padded sole as well. So I really love these. The only reason I didn't wear them today is because I feel like the color of the ones I'm wearing kind of matched my hijab a little bit better. They're more of a pinky, and then these are a beige. They're more of like a tan. I know that's like the tiniest detail, but I wanted to share these with you guys because they are such a good sandal for summer. We just finished setting the table with our Arabic brunch. I'll share with you guys kind of what all is on the table. Here's the full look. It looks so good.
I'm so hungry, so this looks
I know, I haven't eaten anything
yeah,
today yet. Actually, I had an apple and some tea, but I wanted to save room for this. So I'll kind of share with you guys what we have. We have cucumbers, strawberries, some jams, and honey and butter for bread. This is called fool. It is like a fava bean dip.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. And then we have some cheese, pickles and olives, raspberries, some za'atar and olive oil. These are za'atar pies. Menaish. I know. And then watermelon with mint, some labneh, which is like yogurt with mint, and what is that? Za'atar and olive oil, pickled turnips, olives, tomatoes, halloumi cheese, and then what is this kind of cheese called?
What's it called?
We used to call it squeaky cheese because when you bite into it, sometimes it like squeaks against your teeth. You can barely see it in this lighting. Anyways, and then we have the mamul that my parents made, which is basically like date stuffed cookies. So yummy. Omar is about to be here. He went to see his family this morning, but I'm excited to dig in.